What's up, Mego fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, got another cool one for you from our Star Trek collection. We bring you the Andorian. This was a Diamond Select reproduction of the original Star Trek Mego Andorian figure from the mid to late 1970s. A figure that I had, once again, I had been chasing this particular figure for a while. I saw this figure a couple years ago at one of my favorite toy shops called Big Fun. And I wanted to get him then, but he had some really some bad damage to the box and card. So I said, no, I'll just wait until I could find one that that'll be suitable, definitely as close to museum quality as I can get for our museum collection. Guys, any Mego fans can tell you about the Star Trek figures that came out in the 1970s. They were some of the coolest figures. I had Captain Kirk. My brother had Bones and McCoy. Better yet, McCoy. My oldest brother had Spock. My sister had Uhura. So we had the whole collection, but we never got any aliens. And we did a maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7 months ago on our museum channel here at M.I.B. Master Toy Museum channel. We did a video on a Star Trek on our Klingon Mego figure. So you can check that one out on our Star Trek playlist. So we're just now getting around to really adding to our Star Trek collection here at our museum, because we just have so many different toy lines that we're trying to acquire at this particular time. I'm a huge Star Trek fan definitely of the original show. It was in replay by the time, I started watching it as a kid in the 70s. But what connected me to this show was the toy line that Mego put out. And they are some of the best produced toys to me that has ever been made. The detail and the quality of these Mego figures were just absolutely astonishing, gorgeous. And this Andorian figure really became one of my favorite aliens from this particular line, primarily because of the beautiful head sculpt. These figures were made almost to look like the actual characters that they portrayed in the movie, on the TV show. The styling of the uniform, this is, we want to get you every detail here. Just beautifully done. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. We're just hanging out in our museum today. Said, you know what? Let's bring some joy to our viewership, to our subscribers. Let's do some videos. Let's have some fun. And we wanted to share this beautiful Star Trek Diamond Select Andorian figure with you today. 8-inch scale. This is Dr. Mego working with Diamond Select. And that's where you get the quality at. That's why these figures look so much like the vintage Star Trek Mego figures. They're made precisely to scale, replicated beautifully in every facet. The gloves, and I always thought the Andorian had those beautiful gloves. Just super cool. We'll turn this card around. As you can see, our Star Trek Andorian figure is factory sealed. I saw a lot of the figures. Guys, if you want to purchase this guy in C10, factory sealed, quality condition, look for this sign right here and the scissor logo right there. If you don't see that attached to the top of this clamshell, that tells you that this clamshell has been opened. If you see this, it's sealed. If you don't see it, it's been opened. So that just a little word to the wise. I've had a lot of collectors tell me about the Diamond Select because they do it like that with the scissor logo here at the top. If you don't see that, it's been opened. So be careful when you're making your purchases, especially if you're looking for a C10 museum example like we have here at our museum. Let's turn this card around and let you see the back. So I've made it a quest of mine now to really kind of track down all of the Star Trek figures that I had when I was a kid and the ones I didn't have when I was a kid. So now owning a museum, it's really become my quest to bring these figures to our museum and put them on public display for you guys viewing pleasure. Here's our Spock. We're looking for Spock right now as we speak. We're looking for Spock. We're doing a lot of research. We're finding him in less than C10 museum quality condition. We're finding him, in my mind, overpriced. So the pricing is too high. I mean, we saw him as high as $200 on eBay at one point in time. We saw him for another time for about $180. These figures are going to be, especially the different characters, they're going to be a little bit more expensive from character to character. This Andorian figure didn't cost a lot. He didn't cost a lot, but I wanted him. So that made it all the better. So the eBay seller that we purchased this from off eBay gave us a great deal on him, and he was beautifully packaged and shipped to us with care. So we like to thank that eBay seller. He did a fantastic job with his description of this figure and everything. Here's our guy Marty Abrams. And guys, we got the good news a while back. Count Stankus gave us the good news, gave me the good news anyway. He's been posting it on Facebook and everywhere else that, Mego is back. They're coming back. Marty Abrams and Dr. Mego have teamed up. Let's get you a year here. This is from the old. Here, let's get you a year. Find another year. I want to say this came out somewhere. Wait. Oh, wait, go around. Let's go here. They're going to make us do this. 2007. 2007. So this is all the way from 2007. Yeah, so they're bringing out about 20 new Mego figures. You want to pause that, you can read that. So we're excited about that news, and we want to thank Count Stankus for giving us that information. We really appreciate that. Check out Count Stankus' YouTube channel. It's a phenomenal channel, and he's just a phenomenal collector, and we are really fortunate to know that guy. Really cool guy. Guys, what do you think of our Diamond Select Star Trek Andorian? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? Once again, if you are a Star Trek fan, I definitely recommend this Andorian figure for your collection. It just takes me all the way back to when I was a kid and playing with these beautiful Star Trek Mego figures was so cool. And now that I can, I'm older now, and I have the museum collection of all these beautiful toy lines. It just makes me want to really go out and find more of these figures. And that's the fun part, Guys, this is my stress reliever. Coming down to my my museum and just kind of taking this all in. And it's like when I walk through these doors of my museum, I become that 8-9-year-old again, surrounded by thousands of action figures. It's just fun. And you guys being collectors know precisely what I'm talking about. Isn't being a action figure collector the best thing in the whole world? Isn't that the coolest hobby? That and comic books too. I don't want to leave my comic book guys out. This head sculpt, like I said, we'll get you some great shots here. Just fantastic. And look at it's like a leather type material that they used for the Andorian's top. Just a beautiful, beautiful figure. And like I said, it took me 2 years to get this guy. And we finally have him in C10 museum condition here at our museum. And we're just excited about it. Guys, we'd like to thank you for hanging out with us today in our museum, spending some time with our Star Trek Mego Andorian figure. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.